Hello, hi, welcome. Welcome to Yoga Unfolding tonight. I thought we would do a slightly more vigorous practice than we normally do. So it's a full moon, right? And full moons are good times to let go of what is no longer serving. So I thought we could kind of take advantage of that energy that's already out there and just do a slightly more vigorous practice, maybe move through some stuff and, with keeping in mind of letting go that which is no longer serving. So with that being said, I'm going to read something from my daily meditation book, Yoga Wisdom. Release regret to free yourself. When we allow our minds to dwell in the place of would have, could have, should have, we restrict our lives. We imprison ourselves in a web of rigid self-criticism that blinds us to our gifts and hinders our abilities to make choices and create change. So today, instead of living in a mindset of regret, try to look at where you are in the moment and appreciate what you have learned. When a regret takes hold of you, say to yourself, I release you as I move forward. So again, keeping that in mind, we'll use this full moon meditation to just let go of what's no longer serving. And if you can't think of anything that's no longer serving you right now, just trust the process and know that whatever isn't serving you will be released through our practice. Okay, so tonight it would be useful to have a couple of blankets or a couple towels, something along those lines. But let's start standing. All right. So coming to the front of your mats. I'm just gonna move this out of the way, and we'll stand in Tadasana for a moment. So taking a moment to kind of find your center wherever that is. And maybe just rocking back and forth on the feet a little bit, all right? Sometimes if we feel what center isn't, it's easier to come into center. So maybe rocking a little side to side, maybe circling around the ankles in one direction, circling in the other direction. Taking a moment and finding center, all right? So maybe starting with the feet. And just notice if your weight is evenly distributed on the bottom of your feet. All right? And then maybe firming up the ankles a little bit, firming up the calves, firming up the knees and the thighs. All right? As we imagine a string coming out the crown of our head, pulling our spines nice and tall, standing up nice and tall, right? And then just take a gander over one shoulder and notice if your shoulder is over your hips are over your knees, and knees are over your ankles, right? So from, I always feel like I'm a little forward, so I know for me I have to just come back a little bit. Standing nice and tall. And let's start by inhaling the arms up and exhale down. Again, inhale the arms up, relaxing the face. Exhale down. Standing nice and tall. Again, inhale the arms up. Exhale down. Inhale the shoulders up. Push them back, exhale them down. Nice. Again, inhale the shoulders up, push them back, exhale down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale up, push the shoulders back, exhale them down. Nice. Let's inhale the right arm up and exhale over, a little side stretch. Nice. Inhale the right arm back up to the sky, exhale, right arm down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale over, a little side stretch. Inhale, left arm back towards the sky. Exhale down. Let's do that again. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale towards the sky. Exhale down. Nice. Left side. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale back towards the sky. Exhale down. Beautiful. Let's bring the hands in front of each other. Interlace the fingers. Go ahead and turn the hands around and push the palms away from the body. Feel the upper back open a little bit, right? Like exaggerate that movement in the upper back. Inhale the arms up towards the sky. Nice. Release the hands down, reaching the fingertips away from the body as we come down. Nice. Interlace the hands behind the body, opposite pinky on the bottom. Gently pull the hands down, holding here for a breath or two, feeling the chest open up. Nice. Release the hands back to the side of the body. All right, let's start with our right arm, and we're just going to start to shake. All right, so shaking the hand, like really shake that hand, feel that wrist shake. And then maybe lean over a little bit and feel the whole arm shake. Just shaking that arm out. All right, shake, shake, shake. Nice. A few more shakes, really vigorously. Shake, shake, shake. All right, gently come back to center, standing back in our Tadasana, and just notice that maybe that right side has sort of let go what's no longer serving, right? There's some space over there now. And we'll do the left side. So again, left hand, just shake the hand, all right, at the wrist. Shake, shake, shake. And then slowly bend over a little bit and start to shake the whole arm. Just shaking, 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 all right? All the way from the shoulder. Nice, letting it go. Couple more, really rigorously shake, shake, shake. Nice. Go ahead and come back to center and just stand for a moment. Notice how just that movement kind of lets go of some of that grip, right? Allows some of that grip to release. So again, it doesn't necessarily have to be things that are no longer serving that you're aware of. It can just be sort of an energetic idea of things that are no longer serving. Let's bring the hands into prayer position in front of the sternum. All right. Take a nice deep breath in. As we exhale, release the hands down to the earth. Inhale, palms up towards the sky. Look at the hands. Exhale, you can swan dive down. You can keep the back and legs straight, or you can bend for the first round. Bend the knees. Inhale the back up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms out to the sky, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale. Exhale, release it down. Beautiful. Inhale, lift it up. Reach, reach, reach towards the sky. Dive into the earth, right? You can bend the knees here if that feels good. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms out to the side, up towards the sky. Exhale, palms together. Let's do this 2 more times like this. Inhale. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, diving in. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, palms out to the side, towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. 1 more full round like this, and we'll add a leg. Inhale. Exhale, push it down. Inhale, lift it up. Good job. Exhale, diving in. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, palms out to the side. Hands together. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to add a leg. Inhale. Exhale, push it down. Nice. Inhale, lifting up. Swan dive down. Lift the heart. This time as we exhale, we're going to plant the hands and let's step the right leg back. All right. Go ahead and drop the right knee onto the earth. Inhale the arms up. Oh, reach towards the sky. Exhale, hands down. Hands on either side of that left leg. Lift up the right knee. Go ahead and bring the left leg back, coming into plank for a moment. Hold here. Your next exhale, let's lift it up into downward dog. And then maybe pedal the feet a little bit. So bend one knee and then the other. Breathing as you go. Nice. And go ahead and let the heels sink in. Let's hold this for a moment. Nice. Go ahead and look in between your hands. And let's step our right foot forward. We'll drop the left knee. Lift up. Nice. Exhale the hands back down. Hands on either side of the right foot. Tuck the left knee up. Go ahead and rock a little bit on the ball of the left foot and then step forward into a fold. Nice. Go ahead and bring it on up. Exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, lifting up. Diving in. Lifting up. This time as we plant the hands, we're going to step the left foot back. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bend that right knee and we're going to see if we can bring it on up. All right? High lunge. Nice. Breathe here for a moment. Oh. On your next exhale, bring the hands down. Nice. Bring them all the way down on either side of the right foot. Go ahead, bring the right leg back, coming into our plank pose for a moment. Breathing here. Nice. Go ahead and bring it back up into downward dog. Hold here. Nice deep breaths. Go ahead, look between the hands. Let's step the left foot forward, bend the left knee, and let's come up on this side in a high lunge. All right, got it, good. Breathe. And sink down a little bit. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down. Rock on that back ball of the foot a little bit, right? Rocking, rocking, rocking. Step it forward. Fold. Lift it on up. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice. Shake it out a little bit. Okay, how's everybody doing? You guys good? Okay. All right, shake it out a little. Do it again. All right, so again, standing at the front of the mat. All right, nice. Bring your hands to the heart. Inhale. Exhale, push it down. Inhale, lift it up. Diving in. Go ahead and lift the chest. As we exhale, we plant the hands. We're going to step the left foot back again. We're going to bring the left knee down. Maybe the top of the left foot comes down. Go ahead, come on up. And then sink the hips down a little bit. And a little bit of a stretch in the front left hip flexor. Breathing into this. Nice. Oh, feels so good. And if you don't want to have your hands up, you can bring your hands down. You can bring them to your hips. You know, whatever feels appropriate. Inhale. Exhale, square it up a little bit. Go ahead, bring the hands down. And as we square it up, we're going to pull the tailbone long. We're going to bring the hands behind the body, interlace the fingers, and then you can feel that core kick on as you start to balance. Lift the chin, lift the chest, lift the eyes, and breathe into this. Nice. Got it? Beautiful. Go ahead and bring the chin back to center. Release the hands down on either side of the right foot. Tuck the left toes under. Let's step the right leg back, coming into our plank pose for a moment. Breathe. Nice. Go ahead and exhale it into downward dog. Nice deep breaths here. You can shake the head a little bit. It's kind of nice here. Sinking in a little. Nice deep breaths. Fingers are spread. Go ahead and look between the hands. Step the right foot forward. Drop the left knee down, top of the left foot, and let's come on up. Sink the hips down a little bit. Again, if you want to bring the hands to your waist, you can do that. Nice deep breaths here. Oh, feels so good. Been doing a lot of walking, so it feels really good to stretch out the front of the hips. Go ahead and come back to center. All right. Exhale the arms down. Bring them behind the body. Interlace the fingers. Interlace them with the awkward pinky on the bottom. Pull down. Tuck the tailbone. All right, nice and long. Go ahead, lift the chin, lift the chest, lift the eyes, and breathe. Nice. Gently release the hands, bring the chin back to center. Hands on either side of the right foot. Go ahead and lift that left knee up. Rock on the ball of the left foot a little bit. It'll help you bring that foot forward. Fold. Go ahead and lift it on up. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice. Shake it out a little bit. All right. So depending on how you're facing, I want you to come into a wide stance. So maybe, maybe you're facing the camera. Maybe you can move the camera if it was facing at the top of your mat. So we can come into a nice wide stance. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring the, I'm going to do this backwards, okay? So I'm going to bring the left foot so that it's parallel to the top of the mat or the bottom of the mat, wherever you are. And then the right foot is going to point away. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure my heels are lined up. All right, so I just step that front foot back a little bit. All right, we're going to bring the arms up and we're going to bend that right knee. Bend the front knee. All right, nice, into warrior two. Nice, beautiful. Breathe into that. So as we're doing this, we want to keep that right knee open. So you're going to pull that right hip back a little bit. The cue, they tell you to bring the inside of your thigh up towards the sky. I don't know. That sounds a little hard. I don't know. But anyway, so breathe here for a moment. Palms up or down, whatever's most comfortable. Bend the right arm, forearm to the thigh. Left arm comes straight up out of the shoulder, head's in a comfortable position. Reach the left fingertips towards the sky. Notice if you feel that little stretch in that left hip a little bit. Nice, breathing into that. Head is in a comfortable position. Again, whatever that means for you. And then from here, let's see if we can take that left hand behind the body. And then depending on your flexibility in this moment, maybe you grab on to that right thigh. That may not happen yet, and that's okay. So breathe into this. Nice. All right, left arm back towards the sky. On your next inhale, let's bring it back into warrior. Nice, beautiful. Go ahead, release the hands down. Straighten that front leg, and let's just pivot the feet. So now the left toes are pointing away, right foot is parallel with the opposite end of the mat. Bend that front knee, lift the arms up. And again, we want to open up this knee, we want to pull that inner thigh up a little bit, pull that left hip back, and breathe. Nice. You can look over your left hand. Again, you could roll the palms up or down, doesn't really matter. Breathing. We're doing things a little different tonight, right? So we're doing a little bit of a rigorous practice and then we'll bring it down, I promise. Go ahead, bend the left arm. Right arm comes straight up out of the shoulder socket. Reach towards the sky. Feel that stretch all the way into that right hip. Oh, feels so good. Breathing here. Again, head's in a comfortable position, whatever that means for you. And maybe we'll bring that right arm behind the body. And if we're feeling a little twisty today, we can grab onto that left thigh. If it doesn't get there yet, don't worry, it will eventually. Nice. Go ahead, bring the right arm back up towards the sky. On your next inhale, bring it back into warrior. On your next exhale, straighten the legs, release the arms. All right, let's bring both sets of toes facing forward. All right, nice wide stance. Let's shorten it up just a bit, okay? So if I bring my hands out, my feet are like not quite underneath my wrists. All right. And from here, we're going to come into a forward fold. So you can just bring it on down. And once you get here, right, like start to sink in a little bit. Start to reach the top of the head towards the earth. And again, you can gently rock the head from side to side. You can even do a little yes, no. And then see if you can reach your fingers in between your hands, pulling back behind your feet, behind your legs. Breathe into that for a moment. Nice. We'll come back to the front, and we're going to lift the back up so the back is flat, right? And what we're going to do from here is we're going to bring the arms out to the side. So we're lifting the chest, lifting the belly, right? Nice. Back is flat. Push the booty back a little bit. Oh, breathe. Nice. How's this feel? Are we doing good? Okay, breathing into this. Go ahead and drop your right hand in front of your face and lift your left arm up towards the sky. Nice little twist. Very nice. Very gently switch your hands. Left hand comes in front of the face, right arm comes up. Nice. Go ahead and bring the hands down. Go ahead and heel toe the feet together so they're about hip distance apart. All right, let's bend the knees. And then you're going to bend them a little bit more as if you're sitting in a low chair. All right, arms come to center. And then we're going to inhale the torso up, but we're going to keep the booty down. And we're going to hold this, right? Hold this pose for a moment. All right, breathing into that. All right, go ahead and lift it up. Release the arms down. Nice, shake it out a little bit. Okay, so let's do tree pose. So sometimes it's useful to be near a wall. Even if you're not going to use the wall, just to know that it's there, it's a little bit helpful. I find that it's, I actually like standing on the hard wood as opposed to the mat, the sticky mat. But you, again, you decide what's best for you. And this is something where you're not going to want to be actually watching the video, okay? You want your eyes, or once we get into our pose, your eyes are going to be focused on what in yoga is called a drishti, which is a non-moving object. And for tree pose, I would suggest where the wall and the ceiling meet. Or you can do about 4 feet in front of you on the floor. So for a moment, let's come back into our Tadasana, mountain pose. Close the eyes for a moment. Breathing here. And then with your eyes closed, body's a little relaxed, face is relaxed, jaw is relaxed. Let the breath slow down a little bit. And then picture your favorite tree, okay? So it could be a tree in the front yard, it could be something in the backyard, it could be up at the mountains, at the beach, you know, wherever. But just picture that tree, right? And so knowing that, you know, the energy of that tree, right? So it's tall, it's firm, its roots are connected to the earth, but it's, you know, able to move a little bit in the wind and the rain, and yet it stays connected, always reaching towards the sky. Go ahead and allow your palms to find each other in front of the heart. Imagine merging your energy with that tree. Imagine setting down roots into your left leg. So picture those roots actually growing out the bottom of your left foot, connecting your left foot to the earth. I like to pick up the toes on my left foot and then bring them down one at a time, kind of grabbing onto the earth as if I was rooting in. And then open your eyes and lift your right leg up, okay? Now, the full expression of tree pose is to bring that, the sole of your foot into your inner thigh. But it doesn't really matter. Wherever you get your leg, as long as you bring it up off the earth. Again, focusing on something that's not moving. Nice. Okay, just keep standing on that left leg. Let's see if we can lift our branches up. Nice. Inhale. And as you exhale, swing the arms down, swing them all the way into prayer position. Release that right leg down gently. Beautiful. Close the eyes, coming back into center. Feel yourself sinking into the earth a little bit. This time we're setting down roots through the right leg. Again, I like to lift the toes up, bring them down one at a time. Let them connect to the earth. Open up your eyes and lift your left leg up. Again, it doesn't matter how high you lift your leg. What matters is that you get it off the earth. Start to build the strength in the ankles, like the bones, right? Like really building the strength to allow yourself to balance. Can we lift our branches and open them up? Nice. And just hold this. Inhale. And on your next exhale, sweep those arms down. Go ahead and bring them back into prayer position. Nice, lovely. Release the leg, shake it out a little bit. Shake both legs out. Shake it out, shake, shake, shake. Okay, good job. Not an easy pose. And it actually is a pose that requires a little bit of energy, right? Which is why we ran through those moves before we did that. Because if you're all like relaxed and loose, it's a little harder to do that. Let's come on down into a squat. Okay. I'm just pausing here for a moment. If this is not available yet, you know, that trick of taking your blanket, rolling it up, and placing your heels on the blanket makes the squat a little bit more available. But again, a nice little stretch, right, into the Achilles, the calves, and the hamstrings, obviously. All right, breathing into this, nice. All right, let's bring it down. Keep the knees bent for a moment. All right. You do a little bit of core work from here. So with the knees bent, right, we're going to tuck the tailbone long again, right? Zip up the low belly. Bring the arms out to the side, and let's slowly rock it back. And what I want you to do is when you get to that place where you feel your core engaged, stop and gently come up, right? Not all the way, like keep the core engaged, doing little pulses here, like little mini sit-ups, right? Nice. 5, 4, slow. 3, 2. Last one. Let's just hold here. Hold, hold. Oh, can you feel that? Okay, go ahead and come on down. Oh, nice. Go ahead and stretch the legs out. And let's just breathe here for a moment. Take the arms up overhead. Reach towards the sky. Reach towards the wall behind you. Reach the fingertips away from center and breathe here for a moment. Nice. Let's float the arms out to the side like a T and then gently bring the feet sole to sole. All right, breathe, and let's just breathe here for a moment. As you breathe here, I begin to notice your body's connection to the earth. So when we're in tree pose, we're really focused on the feet, and the legs are strong and the hips are strong, right? So as we lay on the earth, can we focus on the spine? And just noticing where those connections are. Nice. Let's bring the arms a little bit closer. Keep the palms up so the shoulders are rolled out. Always kind of nice to do that, right? We spend a lot of time with our shoulders rolled forward. Go ahead and gently bring the knees up to center. Walk the feet about mat distance apart and let the knees drop towards each other. And as we do this, notice if the spine's connection to the earth changes. Take the knees apart, bring the feet a little closer together so they're about hip distance apart, and let the low back get a little heavy. And in fact, you might even allow the pelvis to tilt up a little bit and that low back to firmly connect to the earth. So we know what that feels like. So that low back is nice and flat, connected to the earth. And then see if you can relax the effort, but keep the connection. Not easy, right? Like, I don't know about you, but my low back wants to arch a little bit, right? So it actually takes a little bit of effort to let go. Nice deep diaphragmatic breathing here. Jaw is relaxed, face is relaxed. Let the shoulders sink into the earth a little bit more, right? Let's rock the head a little side to side. Breathing as you go here. Nice. All right, we'll bring the arms a little bit closer. So I asked everybody if they could have a blanket or a towel or two available. So locate that now, right? And fold it up so that you've got a little bit of height. You know, it doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit. All right. All right. Knees are bent, feet are about hip distance apart. We're going to inhale the booty up. We're going to bring the blanket underneath. And we're just going to bring those shoulder blades together and down. So those shoulders are really rolled out and open. Palms have to be up here, right? And just breathe here for a moment. Just relaxing into this slight inversion, right? Slight back bend. And, you know, you're at home, so you have a lot of flexibility here, right? So you can use more blankets, like you can create a little more height if you want. You know, you get to decide what feels good. Take a moment to tune into the base of the skull and see if maybe tucking the chin slightly allows that to widen. Nice. Allow the shoulder blades to come apart, right? Maybe the palms come down onto the earth. And let's lift one leg and then the other up towards the sky. Feet are about hip distance apart. Knees are slightly soft. Let's point and flex the feet. Pointing and flexing. Nice. Breathing as we go. Circle the ankles around in one direction slowly. Circle in the opposite direction. And then we'll stop circling and just breathe into that for a moment. Allow the legs to drop to opposite sides. Maybe the hands come inside the legs to help create a little weight here. You can bend the knees if this feels too intense, and breathe. So you know, the level of intensity, the breath is a great indicator, right? If we can't breathe, then we might be overdoing it a little bit. We always want that breath to be deep and available. Oh, nice. Feel that. Oh, stretch, stretch, stretch. Okay, let's all bend the knees a little bit. Let's bring it into happy baby. Rock a little bit here side to side. Nice. Go ahead and bring it back to center. Go ahead and bring the knees together. Bend the knees. Allow the thighs to sit on the chest for a moment, on the belly. Palms back on the earth. Go ahead and release one foot down and then the other. Let's just pause here for a moment. And then if it feels like it might be useful and interesting, go ahead and straighten one leg and then the other. So this will depend on how high you've created this little bolster underneath your body, whether this feels okay or not. Legs are a little active, right? So the toes are pointing either away from the body or up towards the ceiling. Arms are relaxed. Jaw is relaxed. Face is relaxed. Go ahead and relax your legs and notice what happens. So for me, there's like a huge external rotation at the hips. Bring the palms back on the earth if they're not there. Go ahead and bend one knee and then the other. Inhale the booty up. Take the blanket out. And go ahead and gently come on down. And let's just pause here and breathe. Nice. Go ahead and bring the arms up overhead in a comfortable, sustainable position. So maybe that cactus or victory pose where the elbows are slightly higher than the shoulders. All right. And then we're going to take the feet wide. So I would suggest about mat distance apart or a little bit further. I like to bring my feet a little close to my booty. Right. Arms come up. Before we windshield wiper the legs, right? Tune into that low back. We want to connect that low back to the earth and make sure it stays safe and strong and we don't overstretch in that area. And then from here, let's exhale both knees to the right. You can let that left hip come up a little bit. Inhale through center, push the low back onto the earth. Exhale the knees to the left. Right hip can come up. And then just continue this motion with your breath. You can allow the head to roll with the knees. Nice, deep, slow, conscious movements, right? Kindly, consciously, slowly. Just breathing as you go. And then next time the knees come down to the right, let's just hang out here for a moment. Lift the head up and come onto the right ear. Let everything get a little heavy. Straighten the left arm, all right? Push the left knee down a little bit and just feel that stretch all along the left side of the body. Nice deep breaths here. So we can hang out here for a moment, right? Like that's a really nice deep fascia stretch. So breathing into that. Soften the left elbow. Go ahead and inhale the knees and head to center. And let's just pause here and take note. Okay, so just noticing what has happened, how it feels. Like, how is the breath in the left nostril? How does the left shoulder feel? The left side of the rib basket, the left hip? Is there a discernible difference between the right side? Next time we exhale, let's exhale the knees to the left. We'll roll the head to the left. We'll actually lift the head up and come down onto the left ear. And just sink in here for a moment. Nice. Nice deep breaths. Go ahead and straighten out that right arm. Push the right knee down a little bit, lengthening into the right side, deep fascia stretch. Nice, breathing here. Soften the right elbow. Go ahead and inhale, knees and head to center. Pausing here, noticing what's going on. And then gently bringing the hands to the belly. So the elbows stay bent, shoulders roll forward, and breathe. Nice, let's bring the knees into the chest. Let's rock it out a little side to side. Nice. Go ahead and rock all the way onto one side and all the way onto the other side. It's like a little massage across the back, upper back. Go ahead, come back to center. Bring the hands underneath the knees and let's rock forward and back a little. We'll just do it a couple times. Oh, okay, maybe 3 times. Come on up. All right, let's come into, we're gonna come into some forward folds. All right, so that blanket that was underneath my booty is gonna come underneath my booty again. And then I'm gonna bring a blanket in front of me just to bring my legs on because I'm not on my mat. All right, so sitting up nice and tall. I kind of like to pull the flesh away from the sit bones here so I really can sit up nice and tall. Again, thinking about that string pulling from the crown chakra and just lifting the spine up, right? Feet are about hip distance apart. We'll inhale the arms up, shoulder distance apart. Exhale, hinge at the waist. Keep the back straight. Keep the chest lifted and come on down. Oh, feels good, right? A little bit of a hamstring stretch. If you straighten the legs and push down into the legs, you're going to stretch the back of the legs here. Nice. And just breathe. And I find sometimes if I hang out here for a little bit that I can like just sink in a little bit more. Breathing into that, nice. Again, maybe you sink in just a tad more. And then slowly bring it up. Let's bring the right foot into the inner thigh. All right. Again, sitting up nice and tall. Right, left toes are pointed towards the sky. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinging at the waist, folding over the left leg. And breathe. Trying to keep the back straight. There's kind of a tendency to roll over here. And, you know, the truth is, you should do what feels good, right? What feels appropriate and good. Maybe sinking in a little bit. Push that left leg down. Right? At the same time, that right knee is out and down. Breathing. Nice. Go ahead and bring it on up. Let's switch legs. So again, the right toes are pointed towards the sky. Up nice and tall. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, folding over. Breathing into this. Again, I like to maybe encourage that left knee to come down. Oh, at the same time, stretching over. All right, breathing into that. And again, maybe there's a little further movement on the exhale after we've sat in this pose for a bit. Things kind of let go, right? Like what we talked about at the beginning of class. Go ahead and come on up. Bring the feet sole to sole. Letting go of some of that grip, some of those things that no longer serve. You can just flutter those knees a little bit. Nice. We'll go ahead and we'll bring the knees up. We'll do a little twist here, all right? So let's straighten the right leg. Actually, I can do this. Yeah, okay, I'll be backwards. Sorry, straighten the right leg. Sorry. All right. Bring the left foot over the right. All right. Take your right arm and grab onto that left knee and pull the left knee in. So you should start to feel a little bit of a stretch into the left piriformis, like deep into the left glute. Sitting up nice and tall. All right. And let's just start to move our bodies over to the left a little bit. I'm going to take that left hand behind me. I'm going to push up against my spine so I stay nice and tall as I look over my left shoulder. Open your eyes here and look all the way behind you. Stretch the eyes out a little. Nice. Breathing. Unwind, release the foot off, all right, straighten out that left leg, bend the right knee. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So, right leg comes over, left arm grabs that, all right, sitting up nice and tall. I'm trying to read what you wrote. Oh, good. All right. Again, we're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to start to make our way over to the right. Right hand comes up behind the spine. Open the eyes. Look over the right shoulder. Go ahead and stretch the eyes out a little bit. Deep breathing here. On your next exhale, gently unwind. Go ahead and release that leg out. Let's bring the legs in front of us again. All right, stretch it out a little bit. All right, so let's do a little bit of work on the neck and the shoulders. So I want you to come into a comfortable sitting position. So this might be comfortable. This might be comfortable, you know. Whatever works for you, but just take a moment to sort of find a spot that is comfortable, right? And again, so there's a couple things that'll happen here that will make you know that this is comfortable. So one, there's not a lot of effort to lift the spine, All right, so for some people, sitting like this is just not comfortable, and it kind of causes this hunching to happen, right? Which is why sitting on the knees might work better. But for some of us, sitting on the knees is not comfortable at all either. So some of us might want to just bring the legs out in front. But again, whatever works best for you. I want you to be able to sit up nice and tall. All right, and then let's just take a moment to sort of close your eyes and tune into your head. And notice, like, if you feel like your chin is in front, pushing out a little bit, right? So just bring the chin back and tuck it down a little bit. We do a lot of things where we're kind of looking forward, like picture driving, right? I don't know about you, but I'm not doing very much driving these days. But when I drive, right, I hold onto the steering wheel and I tend to bring my head forward a little bit like a turtle, right? So bring it back, tuck the chin a little, and just breathe here for a moment. And then go ahead and drop the chin to the chest. So we're doing that from a position of center. So not with that head forward, but that head pulled back a little bit and then dropping the chin. So there's this nice little stretch in the back of the neck, down through the center of the back. And then from here, ever so slightly, right, gently, kindly, cautiously, consciously, rock the chin a little side to side. And you don't have to go far. You can, if that feels better or, you know, okay. And then bring the head back to center and see if the chin goes down just a tad more. Everything's connected. All right, lift the chin back up to center. Again, find that neutral point where the head sits on the spine. So again, it might be pulling back a little bit. And then go ahead and drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Now, the right shoulder stays dropped. We don't bring the right shoulder up to the ear. And then roll your head so that your chin is over your shoulder. So now there might be a little bit of stretch in the left side of the neck. Breathing here. Super. Roll the chin down through center. And up and over so that the left ear is over the left shoulder. So again, this is a little bit of a head tilt. Well, it's actually maybe a lot of a head tilt. It just sort of depends. But we're not lifting that left shoulder up to meet the ear. We're keeping the left shoulder heavy, creating space. Now roll the chin so that it's over the left shoulder, and now there's this stretch on the right side of the neck. Nice, beautiful. Breathing into that. Gently roll back to center. Let the head get heavy. Rock the chin a little side to side. Feel that stretch. Oh, feels so good. All right. Go ahead and bring the chin up to center. Go ahead and look over the left shoulder. Going as far as you can. Inhale to center. Exhale over the right shoulder, going as far as you can. Again, inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Come back to center. All right. Take the hands and create a little warmth. All right. Creating some warmth. And then go ahead and take your hands and just place them on your body. Dig in a little bit, all right? A little self-love, a little self-massage. Just digging in, all right, wherever it feels good. The neck, the back. All right. And then just shake it off a little. Okay. So we're going to come on to our backs, but we're going to create a little bit of a bolster so that we can open the chest a little bit more. Again, like letting go, right? Like just letting go, releasing it all. So you want to take your blankets or your towels, whatever it is that you have, and bring them into a place that's long enough where it's going to be the length of your entire spine. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold it up so it's about 4 inches in diameter. All right, so it's about that wide. And then the height, you can really decide. So I'm actually going to use 2 blankets today because I'm feeling like I want just a little bit more opening. All right, so the height, you want to be comfortable, like whatever it is that you decide you're doing. And you can always change it, right? So like if we get into this position and you thought it would be really cool to be a little bit higher and have this huge opening, and you get there and you find that you can't breathe and it's actually not working for you, then take one of the blankets or towels off, all right? And then depending on where you are, you might want to lower the lights, okay? You also have options here as far as where your booty is. So you can have your booty on the floor, on the mat, right? And you can come over it like that. But if you feel like that's a little much on the low back, and it can be, you can actually sit up on your blanket. I think today I'm gonna like sit up on the blanket and then come over it, all right? So take a moment to just kind of find that spot. And the width of the blankets kind of allow the shoulder blades to drop out over the sides. Shoulders are completely hanging off, right? For me, there's like no support on the shoulders whatsoever. I'm going to start with my feet sole to sole. And I'll tell you, if this is not terribly comfortable, and you have an extra blanket, okay? And you take that blanket, and you kind of roll it up and you wrap it around your ankles. Can you guys see this? So you're kind of going to take that and you're going to wrap it around your ankles and then bring your feet sole to sole. There's just this little extra support there that actually feels really nice. All right, so I'm actually going to do that. And you know, if you don't have the extra blanket, then bring it next time. Always good to have a few extra towels and whatnot. Okay, so that was like a lot of work, but we're gonna just hang out here for a moment. So we want to bring the arms out to a comfortable, you know, place. So like for me, pretty much a T feels appropriate right now. Palms up. And we're just gonna sink into this and we're just gonna breathe. We're going to allow the body to come in this nice, deep, diaphragmatic breathing. So, like belly, ribs, upper chest, exhale everything. Inhale, belly, ribs, upper chest, exhale everything. And I want you to be comfortable. So if, you know, having the feet sole to sole isn't working for you, straighten your legs, right? Because really what we're doing is we're opening the back and we're letting go of things that no longer serve. Ego is one of those things, right? Sometimes we do things in our practice that are ego-driven that might not be always appropriate. As you exhale, allow the shoulders to pour out of the body. Let the arms get heavy. Feel that grip that's always there, right? That's holding our arms on and our shoulders connected to the body. And just imagine everything loosening up. Imagine the front of the chest opening up. Imagine like any rounding of the upper spine no longer existing in the body. Maybe we tuck the chin a tad to Widen the base of the skull. Let's bring the feeling attention down into the rib basket. And in your mind's eye, picture that rib basket just gently, like, you know, the leaves of a rose petal, a rosebud, just gently opening up ever so slightly. Just creating a little more space in that internal realm. Knowing that the organs are still protected, but maybe there's a little more space. Take a moment to scan the body and notice if there's any grip or tension anywhere, and see if you can let it go. Letting go any tension in the face, the jaw, the throat, the shoulders, the arms, the wrists, the hands, the fingers. Any tension in the front of the chest, the upper back, the mid back, the low back. Any tension in the belly, the buttocks, the hips, the legs. And then from here, just ever so gently straightening those legs out. Gently rolling over onto your dominant side. So if you're right-handed, you're going to roll onto the right side. If you're left-handed, you're going to roll onto the left. You're just going to move those bolsters, that bolster you created, out from under your body and come flat. Our last few moments together, completely flat on the earth, palms up. And just feel the sense of openness. Feel the connection to earth. Imagine a full moon overhead shining down onto your body. Feeling that gentle, feminine energy of the moon. Filling your body with a sense of peace. A sense of well-being, a sense of compassion, allow each breath you take to be an act of healing. Each breath you take is an act of healing. Knowing right now, in this moment, you are whole, perfect, and complete. You have released the things that no longer serve. Anything is possible and nothing is necessary. Very gently rolling over onto the left side of the body. Bending the knees as we roll over onto the left side. Supporting the head on the left left arm. Hugging this feeling to you for a moment longer. And then when you're ready, gently using that right arm to push yourself up into a comfortable seated position. As we just take a moment, our last moment together, right? Allow the palms to find each other in front of the sternum, in front of the heart. Bowing in gratitude, humility. Sending some of that out into the universe. Namaste. I thank you so much for spending some time with me. Go outside, look at the moon. Allow some of that energy to wash over your being. And I will see you again soon. Thank you.